Here's Mike, the genius behind the PPE and PPM. You know, I don't want to show any more of them than that. You know, and then right here you can see that we're getting ready to go into the show. Right here we got the signs. Here's the entrance to the Marion Center PPE. Let's go inside and check it out. Here we are at PPE6 2012, September actually. And this is clearly the best pinball show ever created, and you can kind of get an idea that they stress history. I just kind of, when you come into the building, they have little posters about historic things relative to pinball, something I have not really seen stressed by other shows. But anyways, we're going to take a walk around the facility, and we're getting in before the rest of the crowd gets in, so we can check things out with the lights on. It'll just be easier to see. This is the main entrance. Just kind of give you an overview. There's over 400 games here. They're kind of organized. A lot of EMs, a lot of wood rails. It's extremely impressive. They also serve beer at the bar. When you come in, you're greeted by this table, which has got merchandise and other knickknacks and doodads for the museum. Bird's eye view of the place. Pretty impressive seeing all these games. And there's all the murals that their artists have painted. Really well done stuff. Start over here with the wood rails. Again, there's a sign across every machine. Kind of gives you a history of the game, who designed it, when it was made, things like that. I'll try and keep the camera as steady as possible while I do this little walkthrough thing, but it's really nice. They have this many wood rails. It's just something you never see at shows, is wood rails in this mass. It's pretty impressive. Matter of fact, the whole thing is impressive, what they're doing here and how they're trying to get this is the last one at this Marion Center, the last pinball show, because what they're really trying to do is get a permanent home so they don't have to move 400 games. They spend a third of the year moving games and setting up for the show and preparing for it, and it's a lot of energy. You don't really make a lot of money, so I think they just feel it'd be better just to have a place to park everything, and that's what they're angling for, which is certainly a good thing to do, but it also takes a little specialness away from the whole show thing. Williams wood rails. I like Williams wood rails.
Achtung Lieberscheisens.
Achtung Lieberscheisens. And then of course they have some vendors which are closed right now.
Check out Springtime, by the way.
That was my game, okay? And I fixed it for you last time I was here. On the metal rail EM section, again, they've got just an incredible number of machines here. It's most impressive. Stuff that you just don't see much. I'll go back, after we do a quick summary, I'll go back and show you the stuff that I kind of like as highlights. Oh, they also have a tournament area, and they have vendors around the edge too. Like this is Marco Specialties booth. Obviously he likes X-Men. Anyways, we'll go down some of the more of the EMs here. Pretty impressive though. Look at all this stuff. Oop. Wedge heads. Just games you just don't really see at shows, much less anywhere. It's pretty impressive. few solid states mixed in down this row. Another thing they do in mass are these pinball murals. They've got a team of artists that create these from pinball back glasses. It's quite impressive. And they're in across the ceiling of the whole place. I can't even imagine the work done for that. More unique stuff is that they also have 30s pinball games. This is stuff you just don't really see. Play Ball by Rafael, the Army Navy by Rafael. That is a really cool game. Jigsaw, another really cool. Jigsaw is the highest production pinball game ever produced. I think they made 80,000 of them. Here's a Gottlieb merry-go-round. Impressive game. Some more classic stuff, the Ballyhoo, the Baffle Ball, and Wiffle. These are all early 1931 type games. And some other stuff here. These are a couple payout games. 1, 2, 3 is a payout game by Mills. Oh, this is a great game. 1934, I believe. Ballyfleet. Great game. And this one here, this is big game. It's an impressive game. 1935. Has first game with synthesized sound as it may be. They also do some neat stuff with displays. They have these clear pinball machines that they've made. These are the two Bally Freedoms. They've also done, I think it was Spirit of 76, Surf Champ in clear. So you can see the difference between the games. Like here they have a Bally Freedom in EM flavor, which is really neat. You can see all the mechanisms. And then as a direct comparison, they have Bally Freedom in the solid state version. So you can see the bottom of the cabinets. The solid state is nearly empty down here, and then the EM, of course, is filled with all this stuff. Likewise, in the back glass, you can see, kind of go around here on the back, the electromechanical version compared to the boards in the solid state version. Pretty neat stuff. They've also done other like displays and educational things because they are about education. This show isn't just about making money, it's about some education. So they've got other displays that help highlight these kind of things. Now we're going down more towards the center. This is going to end up being a lot more solid state stuff. Interesting game. Somebody took a Williams game and rethemed it. Really nice job. Hand painted the cabinet. Impressive. This West Club, I've never seen one of these. This is a Fliptronics rally game. Really unusual. Just stuff that I don't see at other shows. And EMs you don't see at other shows for the most part. And look, they got a Hercules, world's largest pinball machine. Not exactly a game that you like to play, but it's good for a try. It's interesting gameplay. You can see it is a huge ball. And look at these flippers. It's just impressive. God, who'd ever think you'd be playing one of these? Wild stuff. Start the solid state row of games. This is stuff that you typically would see more at shows. You know, time is almost the enemy. So these newer games, and I use that term loosely, 1970s, late 70s and newer, you see a lot more often at shows. So it's somebody took this firepower and did it to the nines. I mean, it's got LEDs and a thumper in it, and it's got light underneath the playfield. You'll see it flash every once in a while. It's pretty crazy. People bring their games from home. Not everybody. Most of the games here are owned by the Pacific Pinball Museum. So but people do bring games here. And having games owned by the museum means that they always kind of know what's going to be here and what kind of quantity it's going to be in. Some more stuff. Pretty standard. These are what I would call more of the standard games that you see at more pinball shows. Not that it's not cool. Believe me, it is. But, well, they got an Addams Family here with a color display. You know, that's going to be available for soon. That'll be available, I don't know, they said October, in a month or two. It's kind of neat that they brought that in here. I think the color display technology is really neat. They've done that in Medieval Madness, Addams Family, and Attack from Mars. It's really well done. Blackwater 100, cool game. Really new games.
Good morning.
Hi. Here is the murals. Mural action. They did some great work on this stuff. These things are huge. Look at this Starjet. I love this Starjet. I mean, they've just really outdone themselves in these murals. They're just incredible. The whole atmosphere of this place is pretty wild. Oh, Williams Wonderland too. That's a good one. That's a good one. They've done a lot of great mural work. So here's the show when patrons are allowed in and the lights are turned down. This is early Friday morning, so we don't have a lot of people here. But you can see the atmosphere is completely different than when I was filming before, when the lights were on. Also, there's a hotel connected to the Marion Civic Center, which is nice. Free breakfast, all you can eat. And they got these giant fish that are just waiting to be fed.